Stranger Things 5 is coming in 2025, and it's the grand finale. The Duffers have hyped it up, I've hyped it up, every single actor from the Stranger Things cast has hyped it up, and today we're going to be talking about why it's going to be the best season, not only in Stranger Things, but I believe personally in television history. I'm going to go through several different reasons why, and we're just going to talk and enjoy talking about Stranger Things 5 because we only have 7 more months, guys, and we have 7 more months to yap about what's going to happen in Stranger Things 5, how excited we are, speculating, predicting this, that, and the other. And we should take full advantage of that 7 months because once those 7 months are over, no more talking about Stranger Things 5 ever again, as far as like trying to predict what's going to happen for anything Stranger Things related, besides spin-offs that have nothing to do with the current story. So without further ado, drop a like, subscribe, turn on notifications, check out my Discord down below where we have over 1,200 members and we talk about Stranger Things every single day. And without further ado, let's get right into it. The first thing I want to talk about is the epic scale and production of this season. We've heard multiple times Mike Wheeler, the Duffers, other people who report on Stranger Things 5 say that every single episode, all 8 episodes, are going to be like massive movie-like episodes. Basically 8 gigantic movies to set up Stranger Things 5. And you know, people ask me every single day, literally every single day. They comment on my stuff, they DM me, this, that, and the other. Why is it taking so long? Why is it taking 9 years to create 5 seasons? Well, this is exactly why. You know, on top of a global pandemic, but we won't even get into that. They are creating movies here, guys. You know how one movie can take, 6 months to a year, 3 months to 6 months, whatever it is, depending on the scale and production and all that stuff? They're making 8 of them, okay? And they got it done. They got the filming done in almost less than a year. Or maybe less than a year, about a year, and now the post-production is, so they're gonna get 8 movies done in less than 2 years. So to me, that's pretty damn impressive. Not only is it going to be 8 movies, but it's also 800 pages worth of script, and we've heard the Duffer Brothers talk about how they have a book of the Upside Down, and all the details about it and how it originated, what it is, all this stuff. And they said in season 4 they didn't even get all the way through it. Like, they have so much more to dive in as far as the information about the Upside Down. So you have all this script that they wrote, 800 pages worth, and then you also have all this storyline information that hasn't been talked about yet that's going to be talked about in season 5. And that gets into my next point. All of our unanswered questions are going to be answered in season 5, at least we hope so. So like, what's gonna happen with Max? Is Callie going to return? Is 11 going to die? Every single question we have is going to get answered in season 5, and I think that's one of the most exciting things when talking about the final season. I mean, me personally, my favorite question is whether or not Callie's going to return and whether or not Will's gonna have powers. Will having powers is by far my biggest question. I know it's pretty far-fetched, but the more I look into different theories, the more people send me theories and try to convince me, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to convince myself out of it now. So I just want to know if Will's going to have powers. That's my biggest question going into season 5. And I'm going to make a video, by the way, on unanswered questions going into season 5. That's my favorite one, and that's going to get answered. And we're going to see that happen in season 5. That's part of the reason why it's going to be the best season, because answers like that are going to happen. And just today, guys, Noah Schnapp, who plays Will Byers, obviously, he said just today, before I filmed this video, that there's going to be a lot of plot twist in season 5. Expect the unexpected. That's what he said about Stranger Things season 5. So he could be referring to his character when saying that, but either way, him saying there's going to be plot twist, that means there could be a return, a surprise death, a surprise turn of a face to a villain or whatever, a good guy to a villain. Like, there could be a lot of different possibilities when he says that. I don't think he's just making that up either. And then also, the Netflix CEO the other day, I think yesterday, said there's not going to be a dry eye when watching Stranger Things 5. So on top of the plot twist, you're also going to have this emotion combined with it. There's probably going to be plot twist combined with death. So like, someone we didn't expect to die might die. And you know, we've heard all the leaks and stuff about people dying and people not dying, this, that, and the other. They could potentially have leaked people not dying and people dying to throw us off. I mean, movies and shows have done this before in the history of movie and show production, okay? And this is the biggest show in Netflix history, so it's definitely possible that that could have happened, and they're gonna throw us a curveball, and we're gonna be like, what the hell just happened? We did not expect, for example, what if Joyce dies? I'm not saying that's gonna happen, but like, that could be a plot twist and a death that would just destroy all of us. and we had no idea what was going to happen, and it came out of nowhere. So stuff like that could happen in season 5, and that just makes it that much greater of a season. And a little more on the plot twist detail, like Will having powers is obviously would be a plot twist, Callie returning would be a plot twist, Eddie returning would be a plot twist, and Max not dying or even getting out of the coma, I feel like would almost be a plot twist if it was not just like a normal wake up from the coma. Like if something else happens or she does something to do with like supernatural things, that's a plot twist. So there's so many potential plot twists that just, I mean, makes me so much more excited for the final season. Another reason why this is going to be the best season is because there are going to be characters who are going to die in season 5. And I'm not talking about, you know, a new character that gets introduced like Eddie, Alexi, Bob, Benny, Barb, characters like that. I'm talking about characters who have been with us for 4 seasons now, going on 5. There are characters who are going to die, and some of us, you know, I'd say a lot of us are waiting for that heartbreaking death to actually happen. You know, Eddie was a heartbreaking death, but we kind of seen it coming, you know? It kind of was predictable because they did it 3 seasons before as well with other characters. But in season 5, it's not going to be like that. There might be a new character that gets introduced and dies as well, but there's going to be characters that we have a deep emotional attachment with for literally 9 years now that is going to die in season 5. And just that emotional impact, that shock, everything about it is what's going to make this season so much better than other seasons, because we haven't gotten that yet. We haven't seen 11 die or Max die or Murray, or even, yeah, Murray's not that big, but still, he's been with us since season 1 or season 2. And like Nancy, Steve, or Jonathan, any of those characters die, it's going to be significantly more important and impactful than literally any other death in the show. The closest death to that was Billy, and he was only with us for 2 seasons. So the impact of a death is just going to be that much more higher in season 5, not only because it's the last season, we're never going to see these characters ever again, but for the fact that it hasn't happened yet with like a long-term character outside of Billy. So that alone makes this season that much more of importance. These next 2 points I'm going to talk about kind of coincide with each other. One is they said they're going to go back to the roots, you know, bring back season 1 vibes. They said it would be like season 4 and season 1 having a baby and then putting it on steroids, basically. But they said they're going to go back to season 1, go back to the roots. And along with that, they said Will's going to be the main character. So that's going back to the roots. And I'm interested to see, that's why I'm so convinced that Will's going to have powers, because they're going back to season 1 when he was possessed, or getting possessed, he got captured, whatever, and they're gonna bring back that dynamic, and he's gonna be the main character again in the final season, after a season where he had hardly any screen time, it felt like. And there's all this speculation about his neck, about his connection with the Mind Flayer. Is he gonna get taken over again and be a spy again, or is this time he gonna find out how to uncover his hidden powers or whatever, you know? But him being the main character instead of 11 is like, okay, this is going to be interesting. We have no idea what to expect with that. But I feel like them going back to the roots of the show is so important, because the nostalgic aspect of season 1, tying that in with the last season, I feel like it's just going to be the perfect way to wrap it up. And of course, the visuals are going to be insane. This budget was incredibly massive for the final season. And also the final fight scene is going to just blow our minds. I mean, I'm not even ready for it. It's going to be just insane. I mean, imagine if Will's monster comes to life that he painted, the 3-headed dragon, and then imagine that fighting Vecna, the Mind Flayer, and Vecna's undead army, along with 11, Callie, Will, the 3-headed dragon. Imagine a visual masterpiece of that fight happening with like the final countdown blaring in the background. Do you guys have any idea what that is going to feel like in our bones? You thought that running up the hill in Max running out the upside down was insane? This is going to be that on literal steroids, just like the Duffers said. The final countdown, literally, the final countdown, and a fight where the big villain's gonna go down and we're gonna win. And people are gonna die, it's gonna be emotional, and there's gonna be epic music playing the entire time with the craziest CGI you've ever seen in any TV show ever, for the biggest show ever, for the most popular show ever. I mean, guys, I am a full-time content creator because of Stranger Things, and they haven't even put out a piece of content in 2.5 gosh darn years, people. and people are still watching my videos because of how many. It's not because of people returning to watch my videos. Obviously, some people are. I'm not saying that. Some people are returning to watch my videos because they're just obsessed like me. But a large part of the reason why these videos are still doing good is because there's new people watching the show every freaking day. I mean, every single year, Stranger Things is still a top 5 watch show on Netflix with new people watching it. So it's like the #1 suggested show on every single person's Netflix page ever. So it just keeps getting more people. It's only growing bigger. That's gonna make the final season that much more insane. And I mean, I just still find it unbelievable how this content still does this good this many years later. But people are obsessed just like I am, and people are watching the show every single day. The fan base is gonna grow and grow and grow and grow. And I'm telling you right now, like, we thought season 4 was insane as far as how big it was on social media. I mean, I got 1 million views on accident posting Stranger Things 4 content, literally on accident. I was a Fortnite creator. I accidentally made, not accidentally obviously, but I made a season 4 Stranger Things theory just for fun. It got 4.3 million views, and ever since I've been making TV show content. It changed my life. The direction of my life, Stranger Things, changed because of how volatile of content it was. It's just insanely viral. And that's what season 4 was. Running Up the Hill took over the For You page for months, not just a week. I was still getting insane views in October, November after season 4 released. And here we are 3 years later, the views are still incredible compared to a lot of shows, guys. And on top of that, like what I was saying earlier, Running Up That Hill was so viral. All the content was so viral in 2022. What do you think it's gonna be like when millions of new people have watched the show since 2022? And it's the final season of the biggest Netflix show ever. Even the people who don't really like Stranger Things and have watched it, but like, you know, whatever, it's all right, but I don't really like it. They're gonna watch the final season. Everyone's going to watch the final season. And that alone, the eyeballs on the show, how many more eyeballs on the show than previous seasons is gonna make it that much more greater than the previous seasons. Simply more people watching it makes it the greatest season because there's just so much more stakes, so much more pressure, so much more reactions, so many more opinions, hot takes, videos. It's gonna be so much more viral. I can't even explain it to you guys. It's gonna be incredible, and I can't wait to see it. I could go on and on and on of why this is going to be the greatest season in television history. Obviously, they could mess it up by doing stuff that people don't like, but I think no matter what they do, it's still gonna be doing incredible numbers, have incredible reactions. So many videos are gonna be made about it. I mean, I'm gonna be lost in the dust for how many creators are gonna come back and make content on the show. It's gonna be unbelievable. I cannot wait. It's gonna be incredible. That's pretty much the entire video. Me just yapping about how great the season's gonna be. Obviously, you guys know how good it's gonna be because you're watching this video, but I'm telling you, just brace yourselves because it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be twice as big as season 4 was. It's gonna be incredible. People are still complaining about how it's taken 9 years to make, but like they're not talking about that with any other show. They're talking about that for Stranger Things because of how big Stranger Things was. And like just that alone is a huge talking point, bringing more people, more eyes on it. They're like, oh, this show's taking so long to make. Let me go watch it. I could go on and on. You guys get the point. It's insane. It's going to be unreal. If you guys enjoy this video, be sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on notifications, join my Discord where we talk Stranger Things every single day. People are still in my Discord from 3 years ago talking about Stranger Things every single day. It's unreal how big this show is, and it's going to even be bigger in season 5. I appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.